Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we dive deep into the world of Linux and open source tech. Today we're taking a trip down memory lane to 2025, a blockbuster year for Linux distributions. Whether you're a newbie switching from Windows or a seasoned system admin, 2025 brought us a ton of exciting releases, from stable enterprise giants to fresh, innovative newcomers. In this video, I'll try to cover all the major distro releases from last year, grouped by category for easy navigation. We'll talk about what made each one stand out, key features, and who they're best for. Stick around till the end for my top picks and some tips on getting started. Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're a Linux fan, and subscribe for more reviews, tutorials, and tech news. Let's get started. First up, the heavy hitters in the major and enterprise category. These are the distros that power servers, clouds, and big businesses, but they're also great for everyday use. Starting with Ubuntu 25.04, released on April 17th. This non-LTS version packed GNOME 48 and Linux kernel 6.14 with beefed-up security features. It's perfect for beginners thanks to its massive software repo and easy hardware support. Then Ubuntu 25.1, codenamed Questing Quokka, dropped on October 9th. It stepped up with kernel 6.17, built-in AI tools, and a full commitment to Wayland for smoother graphics. If you're into the latest tech without waiting for LTS, this one's for you. Fedora had a double whammy in 2025. Fedora 42, the spring focused on mature Wayland support, enhanced container tools like Podman, and the newest GNOME desktop. It's a developer's dream with cutting-edge features. Followed by Fedora 43 on October 28th, bringing GNOME 49, kernel 6.17, and RPM 6 upgrades, more hardware tweaks, and security, ideal for power users. Debian 13, aka Trixie, hit stable in mid-2025. As the rock-solid base for so many other distros, it delivered updated packages, top-tier security, and long-term support. Red Hat Enterprise Linux 10, or RHEL 10, launched in 2025 with enterprise-grade stability and long-term support. It's all about reliability for big ops. Closely related, Alma Linux 10 and Rocky Linux 10 both emerged as free, community-driven RHEL alternatives, perfect for those wanting enterprise features without the Red Hat subscription. Finally, in this category, OpenSUSE Leap 16 released in early October. Tied to SUSE Enterprise, it refined the YAST config tool, added kernel updates, and offered multiple desktop choices, pro-level stability with a user-friendly twist. Moving on to desktop and user-friendly distros, these are the ones that make Linux accessible and fun for everyone. Linux Mint Debian Edition 7, or LMDE 7, came out late in the year based on Debian 13. It features the elegant Cinnamon desktop, pre-installed apps, and 5-year LTS support. If you're coming from Windows, this feels like home with its simplicity and low resource use. Zorin OS 18 exploded in popularity in 2025, racking up over 1 million downloads in its first month. It's super beginner-friendly with customizable looks that mimic Windows or Mac OS, great for education or casual users. Pop! OS 24.04 LTS landed on December 11th, introducing the new Cosmic desktop, built in Rust. Optimized for NVIDIA hardware and gaming, it's a powerhouse for creators and gamers. Endeavour OS had 2 big updates, Mercury on February 10th and Ganymede on November 29th. As an Arch-based distro with easy installation, it offers KDE, XFCE, and community themes for those who want Arch's power without the hassle. Now, let's spotlight the emerging and new distros that shook things up in 2025. These are the fresh faces, bringing innovation. PearOS, released December 11th, is an Arch-based macOS lookalike with KDE Plasma and custom themes. Aesthetic heaven for Apple fans going Linux. Damn Small Linux got a 2025 revival. A super minimalist distro for old hardware, harking back to its early 2000s roots. Ideal for reviving ancient PCs. KDE Linux debuted as the official KDE reference distro on an immutable Arch base. Obsidian OS emerged with experimental Arch-based features for productivity pros. Omarchy, created by DHH of Ruby on Rails fame, launched with high-planned tiling window manager, minimalist and efficient for coders. Helwan Linux, developed in Egypt, focused on development, gaming, and editing tools. A global addition to the scene. FidoOS positioned itself as a polished Chrome OS alternative for everyday browsing and work. Flora, based on Debian, MX with a Linux Libra kernel, emphasized privacy and free software. Bazite targeted gamers with its immutable gaming-first design. Last but not least, specialized and rolling release snapshots for those who live on the edge. Catchy OS 250713 on July 13th, a performance-optimized Arch rolling distro. Speed Demons, this is your pick. Rhino Linux 2025.3 on July 5th, Ubuntu-based rolling with an updated package manager. Helium OS 10 on July 28th, immutable and based on Alma Linux 10, container-friendly for modern workflows. Whew, that was a lot. 2025 was truly a golden year for Linux diversity. My personal top picks: Ubuntu for beginners, Fedora for devs, and Pop OS for gamers. But the best distro is the one that fits your needs, so try a few in a virtual machine. What was your favorite release from 2025? Drop it in the comments below and let me know if you want a deep dive on any of these. If this video helped, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Linux content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.